The murder.
What up, though? Sports Music Talk 313. You know what it is, man. Shout out to Big Leaf. Shout out to Big Leaf. Get your leaf. Order it now. BigLeafSmoke.com. Big Leaf Smoke on Instagram and on all platforms. You know what it is, man. We're getting it in right now with, what's this? This video we about to react to is Flacco, man. So he's talking about Draco the Ruler, and he's releasing the information on his killer. So definitely a fan of Draco the Ruler, been a fan of Draco the Ruler before the pandemic. He was still locked up, I believe. Found out about him through a younger cousin. Definitely liked the vibe of his flow pattern, kind of relaxed, laid back style on the beats and his beat selection. Honestly, before he passed away, there was already a lot of people sounding like Draco, still in his beat selection, his style, copying everything he was doing basically. And at the end of the day, you got to be honest. Like, that's what was going on. Like, you can't even front, you can't even act like, oh no, man, that's not what was happening. Yes, that's what happened. That's what was going on when he was alive, and when he passed away, that's exactly what happened to the 10th power. It was ridiculous, and none of them sound good. That's what make it worse. Like, out of tribute and the respect, like, if you're gonna do another artist style, like, at least be actually, you know what I'm saying? At least actually be decent, actually flow, actually be respectful to the craft. We're gonna get into this video though. You know what it is, man. Sports Music Talk 313. I suspected this setup years ago when I made the post years ago here. I'm gonna try to find the link and put it in the comments. I don't know how I could do that. Don't think I can, but I'll somehow make a link where I make a post. But you know what it is. Let's get it started.
Rapper Draco the Ruler has been unsolved until today. Because in this video, I'm revealing the name of the person who killed Draco the Ruler. I'm revealing the face of the person who killed Draco the Ruler. I'm breaking down in grave details how they were able to kill Draco the Ruler at a packed out festival.
Chaos at a packed concert featuring rap legends like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. A person was stabbed and police have shut down the show.
Well, a man is reported dead after being stabbed at a concert in Exposition Park last night. TMZ is reporting the victim was rapper Draco the Ruler. It happened around 8:30 last night during the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival being held at the Bank of California Stadium.
A couple of days ago, I made a post where I announced I'm about to expose and reveal who killed a really famous LA rapper. A lot of famous LA rappers have died. I never said the name of who I was about to expose.
Right.
But when that post went up, almost immediately, Hit Dogs began hollering. One of the Hit Dogs who's been hollering the loudest, trying to get me not to drop this video, is Inglewood Family Blood Munchie B, who Draco the Roller famously dissed in his Inglewood diss when he says, I just dropped 50 on a blind ninja, he ain't see it coming. He was talking about Munchie B. Munchie B thought that targeting me and my parents for something one of my relatives did would sway me from dropping this video. It didn't. Munchie would even make a threat that he wasn't done with me and he was gonna be at me every day if I dropped this video.
Frederick, your real name, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, Frederick, Jala. I'm gonna tell you why your name.
So, because
that last name on Inglewood Family, you know? Any female need to run from the Jala last name. It ain't straight. On any resume, it ain't straight. I swear to God, bro. Flacco. I'm not done right here, bro. I'm on your bumper because you're you's a horny frog, bro.
Pause.
On Bloods, why this nigga so mad?
How is he a horny frog?
Come on, Blood, I don't understand. Blood, why this nigga so mad? Swoo, cause I'm confused.
Hey, man. Hey, Flacco funny as hell, man. Look at this man. Hey, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I know I haven't seen Flacco with no jumper in a while, but he keeping hope alive for no jumper. He's the only, like, he don't even have to be there. Like, if it wasn't for Flacco, like, it's like he's a product of no jumper. So if anybody's watching No Jumper, it's because of Flacco. That's just my opinion. People can disagree. It is what it is. But Flacco is the hottest person right now from No Jumper. Pause. That's just pure content creator judgment. I like it. I like what he's doing. Let's go, man. Let's see. Let's see what's going on.
All right, if you have nothing to do with Drakeo the Ruler's death, if you or your homies and Inglewood families have nothing to do with Drakeo the Ruler's death, then why are you going so hard trying to get me not to drop this video? Once that didn't work, another blood from Inglewood called Frosty the Snowman, who in my opinion was put up to this by Munchie B, called Adam22 and began to threaten Adam22 that if I drop this video exposing Drakeo the Ruler's killer, that they're gonna treat it as if No Jumper dropped it. This is just age-old LA tactics.
This kind of content it's gonna get treated like No Jumper's the ones dropping that content.
Definitely.
Which he's right. On one hand, I think Flacco's totally within his right to expose whatever the he wants to do.
Which means Adam 22 don't care. He really don't care at all. So that he just the body language, facial expressions, the way he's speaking, he don't really care.
Say about an ongoing investigation, because I mean it's not any different than what happens in the real media world, where the New York Times, if they find out that there's an investigation going on into a alleged crime that Donald Trump committed, they are going to publish an article.
We've been dealing with LA bullies our entire life. The reason why they contacted Adam when them coming at my family and me didn't do anything is because they think, well, Flacco is associated with No Jumper, so if Adam, can get scared, then maybe Adam will scare Flacco into not doing it. Or
First off, you're not gonna scare Adam. Second of all, he got paid security, gangbangers, people on payroll. Y'all don't have enough money to even compare. If y'all put y'all money together, y'all don't have enough money to compare to be able to have that type of protection. So at the end of the day, all these making threats is even more like that's okay, whatever, man.
Adam tells Flacco, hey man, if you drop it, your job is at risk, bro. Just again, LA bully tactics that didn't work, right? Because Adam isn't terrified, isn't scared. Nobody is scared of gangbangers anymore, blood. That's a fact. All right, gangbangers don't scare nobody.
Stupidity.
So, of course, none of it works. But I'm confused as to why Munchie B is going this hard because I'm in gang members' business. When Munchie B has kept me in gang members' business for as long as I known him. Somebody go ask Munchie B how me, a civilian from North Dakota, knows who shot and killed Rosemo in Inglewood. Go ask him. Just so the streets don't think I'm bluffing, I'm going to give the streets a hint of something right now that only the streets would know. That I know. That's the hint. Now, I would never reveal this information, but if Munchie B have kept me in the streets business for a long time, why is he all of a sudden mad that I'm doing street content? Is it because he's intimately involved with Drakeo the Ruler's death? Ooh. See, I asked Munchie.
Ooh. Some people just telling themselves, man, that's crazy.
Be this on the No Jumper show.
Again, from my perspective, if Munchie is saying he has nothing to do with that, then why Munchie be so invested that he's willing to diss me and go out the way to cause this much trouble? He has nothing to do with that.
Hey, Flacco, hey. Look.
Munchie B answer that question though. If Munchie B has nothing to do
he looking for a certain answer. I ain't gonna give it to him.
about this and going out of his way.
I feel like he's the only podcaster from Inglewood family, so he feels like it's kind of on him.
So the families have something to do with that.
I don't know what you talk. What are we talking about, bro?
Okay, let's be real.
What are we talking about? You already threw yourself out there.
Ask ask my question again.
When it comes to Bloods, Munchie is obviously kind of it has always been at the forefront of the Drakeo versus the Bloods beef. So I feel like it's not really that surprising that Munchie ends up speaking on behalf of the other side of that, right?
I think like
Munchie B has said he has nothing to do with that. The Bloods had nothing to do with that. Family had nothing to do with that. So again, if Munchie B and Inglewood families had nothing to do with that, then why is Munchie B so passionate about this and is causing this much trouble and dissing me over a potential video that don't even exist yet?
What was I trying to do, Munchie? Well, if Munchie B don't want to give the world an answer.
Hey, yo, Flacco funny. Listen, man.
As to why he's so upset I'm doing this video, then I'll give the world the answer. The reason why Munchie B is so upset is because the person who killed Drakeo the Ruler, the person who took the knife and actually stabbed Drakeo the Ruler, well, that person is really close to Munchie B. But of course, I'm not saying anything new because Munchie B slipped up and said on Clubhouse that he passed the bottle to Drakeo the Ruler's killer almost every day.
No,
man, Drakeo is dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on, homie.
Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Drakeo shit used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Drakeo shit was on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You do know I did. I said Drakeo and his brother worked there on Friday. You know, on there every Tuesday, right? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. You sound, hey, bro. Hey, Drakeo is dead, bro. Hey, bro, the nigga that killed Drakeo, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are we talking about? Bro, Drakeo is dead, bro. Drakeo is dead.
So the one you passed the bottle. What? Like, man, like, first off, Clubhouse, you on Clubhouse for free. Second of all, you talking about an actual investigation, an active investigation on Clubhouse. You're not on Clubhouse getting paid talking about content, sports, music industry, the entertainment industry, Hollywood, LA, you know, gang politics, LA politics, all of that. You're not talking about none of that. You're discussing the active investigation of a popular, well-known LA legend who was bringing LA back, the style, the sound, the fashion. A lot of people wearing some of the same clothes he was wearing. I remember first seeing awful lot of cough syrup because of Drakeo. I remember seeing a lot of stuff like man, what? Here in Detroit, all they do is ride Ford Giottos. I remember hearing him saying, like, I'm not even a Ram person like that. I get Rams, but I get like Ashantis or other type of Rams. But if I don't get any of those, it's got to be Ford Giottos. I remember what he say, only poor people buy Ruchis. Like, it's like a joke. Like, I do that, so I'm like, I go by that. Rest in peace for Drakeo. Like, any car for now, if I get Rams, it's gonna be any other Rams. If not, it's gonna be Ford Giottos for Drakeo. I never get a pair of Ruchis ever. But back to this, man.
Dead, bro. Why are you talking about that nigga?
Hey, bro, you heard what I just said, right?
Drakeo put 50 on a blind nigga and he's dead. Why are you talking about him?
Drakeo the Ruler ain't never dead. Is long live the ruler forever.
Exactly.
But I'm glad you said that because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Drakeo the Ruler that he passes the bottle to every day. And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths.
Wow.
I'm glad you called and apologized and confirmed
That's crazy.
that your homie is the killer of Drakeo the Ruler. I'm glad you did that, Munchie. I'm glad you were dumb enough to confess that your homie is the one who killed Drakeo the Ruler. Now, unfortunately for you, I got his identity, his name, and let's expose that right now. When Drakeo the Ruler was initially invited to the festival,
what? Man, we gotta roll another one for this. Yeah, we gotta roll another one for this. This is crazy, man. You know, we don't want to grab a joint, bro. This is wild. So basically, this is about to come to pass right now, man. That's what I feel. Everything that I thought and felt about this whole story, like, the truth always come to light, man. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to it, man. I gotta roll this up real quick. We're gonna go ahead and play this.
That he lost his life at, he was skeptical. He was reluctant to go. Because when you look at the flyer for the festival, YG was also set to perform. And obviously Drakeo and the world was well aware that while YG was discussing Drakeo the Ruler on No Jumper, YG told Adam 22 that he's not doing no rap beef with Drakeo, right? Him and his dudes beef for real. Right. And if it's beef, which it was with YG and Drakeo, him and his dudes is gonna come and get you. Drakeo understood that was a threat towards him, and that YG.
You know, I saw that No Jumper interview, and I want to say that interview was crazy, man. It was crazy because for that interview to happen just months before, or possibly even a month, I don't, bro, that shit, that's wild, man. You know, that's wild. I remember even Wack 100 discussing the situation, saying that he had Drakeo in the studio. I believe it was Drakeo and Blueface was in the studio, if I'm not mistaken. I might have it wrong. I could have it wrong. But I believe Blueface was out during that time. And that was around 2020, 2021. And it was 2021 for sure. I remember Wack 100, you know, he said he called, however he called, contact YG, and he had him on the phone. He said, hey, you know, we got Drakeo here, you know, he want to squabble, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. He said no, supposedly, in the words of Wack 100. We've never heard no denial of that conversation, that phone conversation. We haven't heard YG come out and speak against that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We find it weird that you hear Drakeo had an interview saying what he's saying in his songs, and you know what I mean. You see the interview with YG, and he had the two young dudes on the interview at No Jumper. They didn't look like they was rich at all. They didn't look like they had, you know, investments or plans or goals to do anything positive in the music industry. They look like somebody that's just on go for a meal, an outfit, a chain, and a few dollars in their pocket, maybe a car, a place to stay. Like literally, I mean, like, to each his own. If you protecting and doing a job, then yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Legally, cool, but other than that, man, you just putting yourself in danger, putting yourself in harm's way. Life in prison or unalive.
Was publicly stating that they're gonna come and get Drakeo.
Like, people be knowing, like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not finna be going out there doing no rap diss and shit. It's like, if it's smoke, it's really...
Listen, first off, you're a rapper. You're a rapper. Why not rap this? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not actually drop a diss record? Why not drop a hit diss record? Why not pull the Drake, Meek Mills? Why not do the Pusha T? Why not do the Kendrick or Drake? Like, why not? Why not show your skills? Why not show you one of the best? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, like, Drakeo brought the West back, doing what he was doing for the, you know, the amount of years he was doing when he was out. I was listening to everything he had before he even had a Drake feature. I actually didn't even listen to the song with him and Drake like that. I maybe listened to that song probably 2 or 3 times, and any other times I ever heard it because somebody else was playing it. And I actually liked the song, but I like all this music he had by himself and featuring his artist. But all right. This
Smoke
is
with us.
This is what I'm talking about right here. This is it right here. Look at him.
You know? So, like, I'm going to tell the homies the same shit, bro. I done told D3 that, like, we ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing, for the rap. No, we not on none of that. We trying to make hits. We gonna move around, get rich, have fun. All that rap beef and all that shit. We not rap beefing. We really beefing.
You just said y'all not doing none of that goofy stuff. Y'all chilling, y'all relaxing, y'all having fun. Then you just said you ain't doing no rap beefing. Y'all really beefing. Are you not beefing? You not rap beefing? You chilling? Y'all just having fun? And he laughing like, you having, what type of fun y'all having? You having fun, or you know what I'm saying? The focus is wrong, man. Like, the focus is wrong, man. Instead of doing any of this, y'all could be making money together, man. This is wild. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. This is crazy. Like, you can fight, squabble, whatever y'all want to do, celebrity boxing match. But all this other stuff between the little guys and all of them talking, going at it with a multi-million-dollar dude, the respect for him being frontline and handling business, I wish he didn't go out like that. Rest in peace to Drakeo. Don't get to it, though, man.
Homies gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we ain't even trying to do that. We chilling. We not on that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tell the homies. That's what I tell the homies that my who I be with, that I hang with. You know what I'm saying? Like D3 young, bro, that's not cool. Like, we ain't doing none of that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views.
As reluctant as he was, Drakeo still agreed to come to the festival and perform for several reasons. A, he was being paid $50,000 to come and perform. And then 2, Snoop Dogg personally called Drakeo and asked him to come to the festival and perform. Right. Drakeo had love for Snoop, so he couldn't turn that down. And Drakeo also got assurance from people he respected, like Wack 100, who told him that they will be there as well. So if he come early enough, they'll be able to link up with him, and he will have some reinforcement. However, Drakeo the Ruler came super late and came after Wack 100 and his crew already left.
We was actually waiting on Drakeo to make sure he got in and out right, but shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team a whole hour, they was with it. And like, bro, we don't think he gonna show up, let's roll. I called his little brother and then was there early, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call, he was dead.
Drakeo needed every one of those numbers to save his life, because the plot to murder Drakeo was already in place by the time Drakeo got to the festival. Now, the reason why Drakeo was so late to the festival is because he had to make multiple stops before getting to the festival. So Drakeo and his security guard met up at his home in the hills. Drakeo and his security guard left his house in the hills and drove over to the Awful Lot of Call Center parking lot to link up with Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, and others to then drive over to the festival. Before they started driving over to the festival, Drakeo had a conversation with everybody he was with. He told everybody, get rid of whatever you guys have on you. Get rid of any guns, anything illegal you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Drakeo.
That was the biggest mistake right there. That was the biggest mistake right there. When the fact that you had everybody getting rid of their guns, every weapon, like, man, bro, that was it. That was the biggest mistake right there, man.
Didn't want to get to the festival and have problems with the police or security. So he told his crew, whatever you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. everybody who was with Drakeo got rid of everything illegal they had on them before they began to drive over to the festival. While Drakeo was driving over to the festival, he was getting live updates from members of his entourage, like Donut, who was already at the festival. Drakeo had a hunch something was wrong, so he had people at the festival setting parameter and just like testing the temperature and looking at who was already there. Drakeo felt a little more at ease as they got closer to the festival because the people he had in place at the festival already was telling Drakeo, yo, we ran across YG and his homies and these bloods that we don't get along with, but they seen us, they know we are a part of your entourage and we're part of your crew, and they didn't do nothing or say nothing to us. So it looks like everything is chill.
That's because they wasn't thinking about y'all. He was the target. Y'all wasn't the target, man. That's why. Like, come on, like, be for real. Like, y'all didn't hear about that interview? Y'all didn't see the interview? I saw that interview. I didn't see it the day it came out, but I saw it right after. I don't know what day I seen it, but I seen it. That was straight up proof. That was something that you can't ignore, but you know, that's wild, man. I don't understand that. That's something that always confusing to me. Nobody else was paying attention to that. Nobody said, hey, we need to make sure we have the weapons. We keep the weapons, keep something. Like, come on, like, it don't make sense.
They seen that as a positive sign, but looking back in hindsight, that was a negative sign.
Because like I said, we was there checking in. We've been there all day. I personally was there all day. I ain't gonna say who I was with, but I checked, you know, for the check-in team. So we there. They said, damn, you go with the homies. Now let's stay here, man. Make sure it's cool for them. Make sure it's, you know, feasible. Niggas got current, you know, it's comfortable. We run into everybody who we think we gonna bump heads with. Ain't nothing happens. A couple of us, nothing happens.
In hindsight, that was a bad sign. They seen you guys. They didn't get along with you guys, but nobody said nothing. That's because y'all weren't the target.
Let me tell you something. So I remember when I was younger, right? I used to work in a mall here in Detroit called Eastland Mall. They demolished it. They tore it down. It's now like a bunch of like Amazon style build type of buildings, warehouses, companies, stuff like that, manufacturing. Right in the area, it's actually in like Harper Woods area. Actually, it's not Detroit. It's like right outskirts, like 30 seconds you can go across the street and it's Detroit, and it's Detroit. But anyway, like I said, you go to the mall and you see people. It'll be groups of people. It'll be like, you know, it's just they going on whatever they doing is groups of people. I worked at Jimmy Jazz. Shout out to Jimmy Jazz. Who's the rock, get all everything, all my North Face, all Gino Green, Global, some of everything from there. But anyway, LRG, all that, man. But anyway, so you see people fighting, see people tripping out, going at it. But the thing is, they wouldn't do any of those things yet. They would do that afterwards. They scope the scene out. Oh yeah, that's such and such. You see them? Yeah, you see them? Pretty sure they call on the phone. They group up, get more people, then they fight later. You know, so at the end of the day, yeah, they might fight later. They fight later, they group up. They peep the scene. They may not do nothing straight then and there, but they make eye contact. They see you, look at you up and down, grim you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what's going on. You see the vibe, you see the environment. Even if you outnumbered or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that's a positive sign, like, oh, nothing happened, oh, no, they don't want no smoke. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. That means we see you, you see us, something gonna happen. It's gonna happen when we want it to happen. That's what it means. Pay attention, man.
Then set it off with the entourage, and now everybody gets kicked out, and then they miss Drakeo when Drakeo come in. No, Drakeo the Ruler was the target from the very beginning. Drakeo was walking into a literal death trap. Everybody was colluding against Drakeo the Ruler. When Drakeo, his security guard, Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, when they got to the festival, they went to the security entrance for the artist. When they got to the security entrance for the artist, the security guard said, "What's up, blood?" And they told Drakeo the Ruler they can't go through that entrance, even though Drakeo the Ruler was performing and he was an artist.
Make him go through another entrance. Why is that? What's up, blood? Wow. That all that stuff right there was a sign. And when she would have figured that out, when we said what's up, blood, should have automatically said, listen, man, you might have to reschedule. Something not right. Something's up. Take a rain check. Or at least go get our guns. But at that point, you turn around and don't come back.
And he's like, what? Wait, why can't I come through this entrance? Nah, blood, you gotta go to that other entrance. As they was driving to the other entrance, there was a van in front of them. They watched the van drive all the way through the security entrance and didn't get checked at all. But when Drakeo and his crew of people got there, their cars got checked. They got stripped. They got checked as if this was like the airport security, bro. They couldn't even bring a lighter in. But a van in front of them went right through. This is when Drakeo ignored a couple of signs that was supposed to trigger something within him. The van before you got right through without being checked. The security guard, who was a blood, told you you can't go through the artist entrance. You had to go through this other.
Wow. Wow. Damn. I seen like a 90 to 100 people. Damn. I know I seen about at first I said like 80 or 90, maybe 100 people. That's when I saw the video the same night it happened. That video was released the same night it happened. I literally will repost it right after this. Once I repost this reaction video tonight, I'll make sure I repost that. Well, not tonight, this morning, because we all asleep right now. I'm up working. You know what it is, Sports Music Talk 313. We love y'all as long as y'all love us, man. Even y'all don't love us, we love y'all still, because guess what? If you hate, that's a sign of love. You just love what we doing. You just mad you're not doing it, baby, but it is what it is. Keep it going. Most definitely. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely they was big as hell. Pause. It definitely was a lot of. That's wild. You see the pain, man, in his eyes. Damn. That's wild. So y'all ganged up from multiple groups and cliques, man? Gangs? For one man. Man. Yeah. Crazy thing is, if they would have kept going, you don't even know if, you know what I'm saying, like, if you would have got going or coming back, like, what's the chances of that situation? That's wild. Lily was just a spider, man. That's wild. I just killed it. Like that. I'm stuck right now because I for sure saw the video. I posted the video because I couldn't even believe what I saw. At a workplace where you come to do your job, not on the street. Not on the street. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is, Drakeo, I see you always on the street somewhere, posted at somebody's store, supporting, showing love at a dispensary, you know, pop-up shop, fashion, gallery department, or wherever. Like, I see him in LA always around, out and about. What are the coincidences? Like, you know, what a coincidence, like, that you see the group of people that was talking crazy, people that you might have done something or had somebody do something to, possibly, allegedly. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Another thing I don't understand, why nobody else actually felt like, hey, look, man, it's a gut feeling. Something don't seem right. Something's not right. Why nobody, like, thought about that? Nobody said, like, look, no, This is something that we need to all think about. Let's not go. Let's turn around. Let's turn around. The $50,000 is not worth it. You make more than that on shows anyways. You good. You get feature money. You get walkthrough money. You get, you know what I'm saying? You get sponsor endorsement money. Come on, man. You make people go to Rami. Like Chrome Heart. Yeah. Condolences to the family. Yeah. Really? Wow. Wow. That. Wow. Damn, Munchy B. Oh. He did some. You ain't kick him down while you was literally. You wasn't even there, man. As much as you told and all the stuff you was telling, man, when you said what you said, as far as you passing drinks and bottles and champagne bottles and 1942s and Don Julio extra Neho bottles to the killer who unalived Draco the Ruler, you said that on Clubhouse, right? So at the end of the day, like, I mean, what else? What else you gonna say? What else you would have said? You would have said that. Now all of a sudden you saying that you actually kicked him while he was down, literally. Like, no, because how is that possible? You couldn't have kicked him down when he was down. Literally, when they just said the person stabbed him in the neck and ran, it took off when they flashed the light. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. I saw that too. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Leave him out the same sentence, but you try to have him in jail. What? Wow. Dumb. Stupid. Stupid. That's wild, man. Man, he cooked. Wow. Damn. I thought maybe like he probably had like one big video and you know that was it. You telling me you got a part 2? Wow. Man. Man. Listen, man, you know what it is. Sports Music Talk 313. Hey, we gonna watch this part 2. We're gonna bring it to y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Sports Music Talk 313. Don't forget Big Leaf, BigLeafSmoke.com. Get it all your stores. Order it online, baby. We out.